Hi YouTube. Um, it is 10:30 in the morning on Saturday, and I am kind of dealing with some shocking news. I've been searching for a friend that I knew a long time ago. So very very good friends with him, and yesterday while I was doing an online search, I was at school, and yesterday I saw an obituary on somebody with his name, and when I looked it up, I found out that he died. And I was very close to this guy. I dated him for a little while, and I just wanted to see him again because we were really good friends, and I missed him a lot. And when I found out it was him, I located some family members of his on Facebook, and he had a very difficult life. A lot of things happened to him. He was only 38 when he passed away, and he liked to drink, and he liked to do drugs, and he did a long hard life of that, and it finally caught up with him. And what I was told was he passed away in his sleep, and the only comfort that gives me is that he wasn't in any physical pain or anything when he died. um, Emotional pain more than likely, because he always had some emotional pain tied to his life and things that had happened to him that I guess unless you've gone through those things you just wouldn't understand. And I didn't go through some of those things till much later in life, so I really couldn't understand what he was feeling, but I remember him talking about it, and he was just really sad a lot of the time of his life. And I tried to help him, and there was nothing I could do. And then to find out that he died, it was very difficult. um, so I'm kind of dealing with that right now. But on the other note, lap band. People have been, asking me what exactly happened, when I had to have my lap band pulled out. And basically, on October 27th of 2007, I had the lap band surgery, and I was about 230 pounds the day of my surgery, and by mid-April of 2008, I was 118 pounds, which I don't think I've ever weighed 118 pounds. At some point I must have for a day. Um, but it would have been a long, long, long time ago, when I was just a kid. Um, and I was very happy. It was a little difficult to deal with the changes as far as attention from other people, from my boyfriend at the time. It wasn't easy, but I started to get used to it. And then I moved to Las Vegas from Houston, Texas, and had to find a surgeon to agree to do my fills and unfills, and I found one. Very good doctor. And then probably around New Year's Eve, I remember it was New Year's Eve when I got the actual news that it had slipped. I was going to the gym. I had found a really good fill that was working for me. I was maintaining between 120 and 125 pounds. And I just remember being very happy with my physical condition. I felt better physically. I looked better physically. It was just overall um, the happiest time in my life. And I just remember, you know, feeling great all the time. And then all of a sudden there was a week where I just couldn't keep anything down. I mean, I would eat ice cubes and they would come back up. I would eat a spoonful of something and it would just come back up, no matter how well I chewed it, no matter if it was liquid. It just was not staying down. And so the doctor in Las Vegas sent me for an upper GI. I think that's what it was called, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was an EGD. I'm not sure. But they were able to determine that my band had slipped, and I was told that it needed to come out by the lap band doctor. And I ended up going to an ER and having it pulled out. And I tried and I tried and I tried not to gain weight back. I think I shot up to 147 pounds in about a week and a half. Um, And I'm assuming maybe some of that was from dehydration, not having been able to keep anything down for, at this point, it had been about 2-3 weeks. Because they kept me in the hospital for about a week before they actually pulled it out. So I was on IV fluids, and I think that's why I gained, so much weight so fast, was the dehydration and getting rehydrated. Um, and as anybody will tell you who's had the lap band, or any weight loss surgery, with the exception of the gastric sleeve, because that's not reversible, but if you reverse the surgery that you had, you will, I mean, look at me. I'm not 118 pounds. I'm 270 pounds last time I checked. You gain all your weight back, and maybe more, and that's what happened to me. Um, it, Losing my lap band was probably the most devastating thing to ever happen to me. It was horrible. Um, I was afraid of this happening, and it did. And I have tried very hard for the past 3 years just to take the weight back off. And it just does not want to seem to go. And I know people that are not overweight might go, yeah, well, how hard have you really tried? Trust me, I've tried. Okay, I'm a vegetarian. On a good day, I eat 1,200 calories. On a bad day, I eat 400 to 600 calories. It's nothing is working. So I finally got a hold of True Results, and they sent me to a doctor in Houston, and I am in the process of going back and forth. They might be able to put another band on me. Sleeve may be the only option. I'm researching the sleeve, and I'm not liking everything I see or read or hear about, but I am, liking some things that I read and hear about. On the positive note, there's nothing to slip. There's no foreign object in my body. I have the food restriction. My stomach will function normally, with the exception of now it holds about 2 to 4 ounces of food at a time, but it functions completely normally. The downside is, there's possible complications. I could, not be able to control how much I eat and stretch my stomach, although they say that's not very likely. I could eat the wrong thing, decide that I can't stand the liquid diet for the first few weeks, or how long ever it is that you have to do the post-op diet. I could, accidentally eat or drink too much and rip my stomach open, and I don't think that's going to happen, because that just scares me to think I could, cause a leak. And I don't believe that's going to happen. The lap band is my preferred choice because I know how it works, and I know what to do with it. I know how to eat with it. I know what kind of foods will work for me from my experience before, and what kind of foods won't. But I have gotten a lot of advice that I should probably just go with the sleeve. So I'm going to find out for sure. November, I still have a ton of questions that, people have been actually giving me great advice and a lot of knowledge on the sleeve. And then I look at videos, on YouTube, and see videos of people that have gotten the sleeve and how much success they have had. And that's really all I want, is to be healthy again and not look the way that I do and feel the way that I do. And it's been a long journey. I've been trying to get weight off for 11 years, and I guess the upsetting thing was, the lap band worked. It worked so well, and I was so healthy and happy, and then it's like some mystical force was like, ha ha ha, you got the weight off and you got what you wanted, but I'm going to take it away now. And I know I know, I don't mean to say mystical forces as if actually there's something out there that is, controlling whether I keep a lap band or not, but it's the only analogy I can give that makes any sense to me. I did everything right, and it still slipped. And So now I'm back at square one, and I get all these people who want to give me advice on what I need to be eating or how I need to be eating, or things like that. And it's just, are you kidding me? This is 11 years that I've been doing this. I know what not to eat. I don't eat fast food. I don't eat fried food. I don't like I said, I'm a vegetarian, so everything I eat is vegetable. The hot dogs I eat are vegetable hot dogs. They're not meat. The hamburgers I eat are not burgers. They're mushroom that has been turned into a burger, and it's really good. I drink soy milk. When I drink milk, I'm not big on milk. If I drink soda, it's diet, but I try to mainly drink water or Crystal Light. I don't eat cake. I don't eat pie. On occasion I do, but on occasion is okay, and I'm saying, when I say on occasion, I mean, once every 5 or 6 months. It's not, not something I do often. So it's, I try to not be too depressed about my weight, and I realize that at some point, hopefully in February, is what we're aiming for. I'll be started on my weight loss journey again. And hopefully, this time, no matter what I choose, will, excuse me, what I choose will work. And I'm probably about 80% decided that I'm going to go with the sleeve this time. I'm just afraid the lap band's going to slip again, and I don't want to get all my weight off, because see, what I did was I saved all my clothes. I still have all those clothes. And I have them put up so that when I can get back in them, they'll be ready. I mean, I'm talking underwear, bras, jeans, shorts, shirts, skirts, dresses, everything that I wore back at my thinnest. I still have that stuff. So I'm not going to, need to spend a bunch of money on clothes, but I don't want to get down back to my 115 to 125 pound range and lose it again. Because then I'm just going to give up and, just live my life as a hefty woman. And I really don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to go with the sleeve. I'm almost certain that's what I want to do. At this point, I just need to talk to the doctor and see what he has to say and what he recommends. And either way, it's going to happen. I'm just not sure what. So if anybody out there is watching this and has any clue as to what I should do, any advice they can offer, anybody who's been through a band slippage, having it pulled out and converting to the gastric sleeve, anybody who has a gastric sleeve, or anybody who had a band, slipped and pulled it out and then got rebanded, I would really appreciate your advice on what to do, on what you think would be a good option. I'm always willing to talk to somebody on the phone. I have a Facebook page. If you want to find me on Facebook. My avatar on Facebook is the same as it is here, so it won't be hard to, recognize me. So, any advice would be greatly appreciated. I'm just, I can't lie, the sleeve kind of scares me, because of the whole leakage and possible stomach ripping open and things. And I know that would be something that would be my fault, so hopefully, and not something that the surgeon does wrong. But we'll see. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm still kind of reeling from the news of the death of my friend. That was very unexpected, and it's really sad. I think I've, cried enough over it. I don't think I have any more tears left right now. And I'm somewhat in a state of denial about it. I don't want to believe he's gone, because he was such a good guy, and he deserved so much more, and I'm not sure he knew that. I will, if there's any questions that anybody has about what it was like to lose the band, anything more detailed that you want, please, message me and let me know. And, guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.